Hey guys, so I'm pretty involved in real estate all around, whether I'm out of town and looking at real estate or in Florida where I am also licensed and have done a couple of transactions, and looking on the Cape. We have a place on the Cape and we like to keep track of what's going on in the market there. And then of course here in the capital region. So I just wanted to give a couple of statistics. I got an email from a property management outfit called Stessa that gives a lot of stats on what's going on nationwide, and I think it's good for us all to know what's going on in the real estate market. And I think it's it demonstrates what I'm seeing here in the capital region and throughout. Obviously Florida and Texas, I guess, are the big one. I'm not very familiar with Texas, but there's a lot of inventory there. Prices have definitely come down. Days on market are way up. Zillow is now forecasting a 1.9% decline in home values for 2025, reversing its earlier projection of slight growth. And this is due to some uncertainty right now with the markets and things like that. We have seen sellers kind of sit back and wait. Hey, are these interest rates going to go down so I can put my house back on the market, or put my house on the market, make a move, maybe make another purchase, either size up, size down, relocate. And a lot of sellers were waiting to put their house on the market. They are now growing frustrated with having to wait because they don't see much movement in interest rates. So they were kind of waiting. Hey, are interest rates going to go down to 4% or 3% again? That does not appear to be happening. Home values, I guess, flattened in March of 2025, and lots of new listings hit the market, a 9% increase year over year, yet pending sales held flat, creating a listing surplus, which of course means that more homes are staying on the market. From Redfin, they're saying that homes are selling at the slowest pace in 6 years, and that only 27% of homes are selling now above asking price, the lowest figure since March of 2020, and we all know what happened in March of 2020. And just 41% went under contract within 2 weeks, down from nearly 2/3 during the pandemic peak. So what does this mean for the capital region? The capital region is still extremely healthy in terms of the real estate market. It's still a great time, I think, for sellers, and I don't think our market is completely balanced where it's, an even market. Buyers definitely have a little bit more wiggle room and the ability to negotiate a little bit more. But if your house, you put your house on the market and you price it well, not overprice it, you price it well and you present it properly, it should still sell pretty quickly and, for a good amount of money, but you're not going to see as many offers as we saw during the peak boom years after the pandemic and during the pandemic. And before the interest rates rose. And you're also not going to maybe see, as much over the asking price as we were seeing. So it's a strange market here right now, and things are adjusting. And I think there's a little bit of, wariness on the part of buyers as well as sellers about what are they going to do? Should they wait? I understand that a lot of buyers now are 25%, I guess, of new loans in the country are adjustable rate mortgages, which of course we're not in favor for quite a long time. But if you can get in under a small, lower rate for 5 or 10 years with an adjustable rate mortgage, a lot of buyers are opting to do that. So they call that, dating the rate, but marrying the house. So if you have questions about the real estate market, I'm always happy to talk about it. And I will share this video on Facebook, but also YouTube, because I know nobody wants to watch a 4-minute video on Facebook. I'm still out there looking at things and seeing what's going on, and it's always very interesting to see what's happening in the real estate market. And you have to be very strategic about it. And how do you have a strategy? I think you hire a real estate agent who has a good amount of experience, and there's quite a few of them in the capital region, including myself. So got Cindy gotcindy.com.